on it. Now we come to the material. So we are using waterproof. Yes.
The previous one, what about the human element? Because I've witnessed some men who are taking the cargo like 50 and they're just flying them.
No, that one they are taking them from the dollies.
Yes.
So it's the unitized with the nets. I think we didn't see nets in there. So they use the nets to bring all those things together as one and put them on a dolly. So when they take them from the flights, that one we have done with loading transport by flights. It has come to the tarmac. Tarmac is part of the airport. So that one is cargo handling at the airport. So cargo handling at the airport, of course, they are not going to remove every luggage and send them to the carousel. And that is where you are talking about. And the challenge is they cannot send the whole package of bags to the carousel. They can only do a transfer. So you are talking about a transfer element, isn't it? Where they throw to this person, another person to on board.
This was some years ago.
Okay, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Yes. And sometimes when they fly some of this.
They fall down.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes. In fact, it's still happening. The reason is that when they pick the bag from that dolly and send it to the carousel, passengers are waiting to pick their luggage to move on. So they are under pressure to send as many as they can. That's why these things happen. It should be, if you go to even the port or some areas, you see people throwing boxes. You see before, I mean, they take a box, they throw, another person will catch, throw, another person will catch in that order. So the same thing that will happen. But the challenge at the airport and these things we're talking about is that we have different weights of those bags. They're not even weight like the boxes. Half of the boxes there is the same sort of box. So we know the weight might be even. But the bags, it can never be even weight. Somebody might pick a bag thinking it is lighter, not knowing it is heavier. So in throwing it will not reach, the distance that he thought it could. It falls off. But even somebody receiving the bag, things inside can just, shake and spill. So you end up going to open your bag, and if you haven't looked inside, it's spilled. It's been happening. It is, but that is the danger we have in air handling. But this is cargo handling at the airport. It is not part of we getting the cargo on board the aircraft, but it should be at the airport. But since it's part of air transport, at the end of the day, you are going to face the consequences.
Could it still be part of loading since before the containers are?
It is offloading.
The bags are put into the
aircraft cabin, they are out, they are now taking them to the carousel for the passengers to pick them. Do you understand? When you are sending them to the flights, that one is done at the warehouse. Put them on a dolly, wrap with the nets before it is sent. So that one, it is difficult for somebody saying he's going to throw for another person to catch. Because when, the weigh, okay, when they weigh, the weighing beds will send it straight to the cargo launch. The guys are there, so they just pick it, add it to the other one, put them on, if it's a dolly or if it's a pallet or whichever, they have done it. But sorry, when they are getting them off these things for people to pick it, and people are giving pressure, they want their cargo, these people they are not too fast, so they want to beat time. That's why they throw these bags. It's not good, but it's happening. So what happens is the airport officials do try to manage the situation by avoiding damage and all that. Because if you find any damage on your luggage and go back, you can sue them. That one day you can sue them. They are aware. They are aware. So I know that issue. I have had so many issues. So when I'm traveling, I used to travel with Shito, and I think because I went China the whole month, I couldn't get even fish to eat. So I tried to travel with food, but then in South Africa, my bag was filled. Almost all I had to go and buy new dresses. It happens on our way. Because I'm saying that sometimes there's pressure on them, and this is happening. Because you can never know what, or even at what point that happens. So even your luggage from your house, please make sure the bag is full. If people deliberately go with bigger bags, so when they are coming, they do shopping and add to the bag. But as you are going, those items that in your bag you are traveling with, there are spaces in the bag. They will be dancing, they will be shaking. They will cause confusion in your bag by the time you get there. So for since then, I travel with the smaller bags. When I get there, people say, why? Are you sure you're traveling? I'm traveling. And this small bag, I said, what is in Ghana to take away? And then they laugh. Yes.
But you can wrap it.
You can wrap it, of course. But if you wrap and you think they are solid enough to be in the bag, the space is fine. But if you really want to still go with Ghana food, especially with liquids and other things, then you should be careful with the bag you carry. Because you might not open the bag at the airport to see the damage until you've gotten home and will you come back to the airport to contest. So you do the right at the right time all the time. Okay. So I think the last one was talking about waterproof things that we should use in case there's water. If you use waterproof packaging, you are okay. So now these days, people after the box, they still put some rubber covering around it. So when there's water, it will just fill without getting the box wet. That's waterproof one. Then dangerous goods packing. It must be fully compliant to the standards set by IATA. So that if there's dangerous goods in your package, you will mix them with other goods that can cause reaction in the course of transportation. Then blister wrap is a good but very expensive. Combine with material as you wish. Always better to test packaging before actually implementing them. Your air freight package requirements must be tailor-made to your needs and program. Another blister wrap. The one I said they use rubber to wrap your bags or luggage at the airport to give you comfort and safety throughout the journey. Any question there? Now we have long and oversized air freights. Have you seen how that box is designed? It's long or otherwise air freights ULD. This is one of them. This is one of them. So if the item is not rectangular, we can keep them in this based on dimension. And it's one of the packing materials that we can use. You can also use this one. That's the boxes. The wooden box is below, paper box on top. You can see it from there, right?
Yes.
Look at the last one. It's a wooden box with a tool. That tool is very heavy. And if it's heavy, you cannot use paper. You can only use wood. Some will even do a cage and put the metal in. But most oil and gas, even some of the pipes, the packaging is part of the pipe. They do that to protect the pipe. Some of the pipes as expensive. I don't want to mention. So they have coating. They have a metal coating to keep it. The reason is that most of the oil pipes that go to the rig, it's electronic system that is even controlled with a computer. So they try so hard as possible to keep it safe and secured, not to trigger the configuration done. So you see some pipe with some coating around it, yellow coating around it, very big and long. Here they're not that many, but if you go to oil and gas city Takoradi, a lot of them are there. So these are the parking, but I showed you these ones yesterday. These ones, good. So these are all the transport equipment that we use as part of the parking. So please try to refer to them. Okay? Any question? Okay, then after you have done the parking, yes.
If the package comes with the battery, not
Yes. Yeah. You know, package does not have battery, right?
like electronic devices.
Yeah. So if laptop, if it is inbuilt battery, they cannot reject it. But if you have a box and you are shipping a battery in the box, that is an issue. Of course, they will reject it. Or if you have a box packed with detached batteries, they find it difficult to ship. Yeah, you get me? Somebody would want to import only batteries.